Hello, everyone. Hello. Happy Thursday to you. I apologize. I'm a tish late. We have a little bit of a crazy house today. But I'm here now, and today is Thursday, July 7th, 2022. And I am Angela with Happy Little Stitch Shop. And today we are here for our quilting live. So we have some fun quilting stuff to talk about and a lot of information for me to share. So I'm going to try to update you on everything that's been going on the last few days. And I was up till about 1 last night sending invoices. So all of that is completely caught up. So thank goodness. I do apologize to those of you who got an invoice and then received an updated invoice and then maybe paid your order and then had stuff added to your order. The purpose for that was I knew we had invoices for this and this and this and this to send, and I wanted to try to capture it all on one order for you instead of shipping you multiple orders or having shipping charges on some of the orders when it could all be combined and sent to you all at once. So I wanted to try to get everything on one order, and so that's why you got multiple invoices sent to you. So I apologize for that. This is a little bit of a perfect storm of so many things arriving at the same time and so many overlaps with different people ordering a bunch of different stuff. So that's not normal. That doesn't happen all the time, but it did happen this time. So hello. Let's talk to people and see who is here. And also, did you guys have a great 4th of July weekend? How was your 4th? I chatted with some of you last night during our Be Happy / Farmhouse Star sewing live last night. We had a live stream last night to sew together. And so I chatted with some of you then, but I don't know that I've chatted with all of you. So how is everyone? And how is your 4th of July? Hello, Nancy. Headed to the park with my grandson. We'll catch you later. Soak up that time. Have fun. Hello, Patty. Working on decluttering my sewing cross-stitch closet. I don't have a room. Taking a break for the live. Well, that's a well-deserved break. That's kind of a tedious job, but you will feel so good once it's done. Hello, Tammy S. Hello, Cindy. Thank you for your help yesterday. Hot and sticky 100 degrees here in Raleigh, North Carolina. Everyone, don't forget to give a thumbs up for Angela. You are so welcome. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help. So you are so welcome, number one. And number two, thank goodness it has started to cool off here. So on Tuesday, we were under a heat advisory and the heat index was 105. So it was super hot and the humidity was crazy. And then we had a storm come through in the evening. Early evening, a storm came through and the temperature dropped 30 degrees. It was so hot. And then all of a sudden it was in the 70s. It was so crazy. So I hope that you get a little bit of relief from that. Hello, Ruth P. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Carrie. Hello, Kim. My kiddo has an ear infection. So it was a long day and early morning. So tired. Please send coffee. Oh, I remember those days. My little one has not had all of that stuff. My older 5, oh my gosh, they were sick all the time. Those short nights could be really, really hard. So drink some coffee, and hopefully you will be able to get through the day. I'm sure it's going to be a tired one for you. Hello, Debbie. Hello, Jody. Sarah D, hello. Hope everyone had a good holiday. My little stitcher was super excited to come home to our monthly box. It's like the dogs on the Chewy commercial. One's all excited because it means peanut butter. Yes. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Hello, Laura. Hello, Marcia. Finished sewing buttons on chickens and getting ready to bind the quilt. It turned out pretty cute, right? The buttons worked pretty well. So you must have found some that you were okay with. I think that they look super cute with those buttons. So I hope you're happy with it. And, I hope to get my rickrack and my binding on soon. I have to clean off my sewing table. So can you guys tell me if you have this problem? My sewing table ends up getting just packed full, which is okay for piecing blocks. It doesn't get in the way. But when you're binding a quilt or you're putting together an entire quilt and the quilt gets bigger and bigger and bigger, do you guys run out of space on your sewing table? Do you make special rearrange when you get to working on bigger projects? Do you rearrange kind of your sewing space so that you have more space to move stuff through? Hello, Rhonda from North Dakota. Homebody, hello. I'm excited to be here. I really make a live stream sewing on some bridal shower gifts while waiting. Very nice. Hello, Patty. Hello, Nancy from Stormy, Georgia. Hello, Marcia. I'm working on Farmhouse Star at the moment. Oh, are you loving it? I did get your email, Marcia. I'm going to work through that. So I did get your email. I don't want you to think I'm ignoring you, but yes, I would like to work through that and help you out. Rhonda, hope you had a great 4th with your family. I did. So this is what we did. Let's see, Friday. Okay, so Friday, July 1st, Stranger Things Volume 2 released. And my kids have been waiting for July 1st to arrive so they could see the last 2 episodes of Stranger Things. So I worked all day, but then the deal was, Mom, you need to stop working after our little one goes to bed because we are watching Stranger Things. So that was the agreement. Like we were going to kick off the holiday with that. So they stayed up super late Friday night and we watched those 2 episodes of Stranger Things. So that was kind of a big deal because they've been waiting for it for a while. And everything else was kind of set aside to just hang out and watch that together. So that was fun. It was nice and relaxing. It was fun. And then on Saturday, we went to my parents and we hung out down there and we stayed overnight down there with them, which we don't get to do often. We do not live far away, but it is amazing how busy life is. And even when you live close by, you still don't get to see them or spend time with them. You know, like it's just, you don't just get to go hang out. And so we did that on Saturday. We went down and we played cards and we had like a game day and we just hung out and had a nice relaxing Saturday and Sunday. Then we came back Sunday evening and then it was jumping right back into things. So I actually worked all day on the 4th because I had a lot of stuff to do and catch up on to get ready for the week. But we did watch some fireworks. It was storming here all day on the 4th, so it wasn't very nice to be outside. But they did do fireworks on Monday night, and we watched from a window in our house where we could. There were like 2 windows that were facing the same direction that we could stand and watch. So half of the family was looking out one window and half was looking out the other one. So it was good. It was a good weekend. It was very nice. I'm just having a hard time believing that it's already the 4th of July. Like it kind of slapped me in the face. When it happened, I was like, oh my gosh, the 4th of July is already here. What happened to June? So it was very good. I hope you guys had fun too. Hello, Judy. Love your t-shirt. Thank you. Hello, Patsy. Hello, Robin from Pennsylvania. Beautiful sunshiny weather. Hello, Amy. Hello, Barbara. It has been hot here, so I'm stitching fall. Anything to stay cool. Not trying to push the season or anything. Hello, Elizabeth. FYI, Door County. Oh, you went. Did you love it? And did you go up into the peninsula? And did you go to Wilson's? That's really what I need to know. Did you go have ice cream? Jillian, hello. Beautiful weather here in Trinidad and Tobago. Yay. Hello, Patty. One of my grandsons is getting tubes in his ears. Yep. Waiting to hear when. We've done that. We've had some kids who have needed a couple pairs of sets of tubes. Yeah, that's always fun stuff. Judy, working on the long arm and listening. It's my daughter's birthday today. Happy birthday, Judy's daughter. Hello, Libby. Sarah D, I can't find my table in general right now. We are moving kids around and the house is crazy. I had plans of redoing the closet and half of that is on the table right now. That's what I'm afraid of. I have a bunch of stuff that I want to try to put into the closet, but I know that it's going to get worse before it gets better. And do I have time for that right now? So that's my dilemma. Hello, Stacy. Homebody, I have so many projects going on at once right now. My table, also my dining room table, is piled high and a wreck. Thankfully, we have a small table we eat at when we don't have company. Well, there's an idea. I could just set up at a listen to me. Anything to avoid having to pick up the table. I could just set up at a different table that's like not against a wall in a corner and it's not a very big table. So it doesn't really have enough space. You know, like you want your quilt to be up on the table as you're doing it so that gravity is not pulling it down. So I don't want it hanging off the edges, but it's not a very big table, so I don't really have space to fit everything up there. So I could move it to a different table. That's a good idea. Hello, Vicky. Hello, Gayleen. Hello, Marcella. Good afternoon from Northfield, Minnesota. Hello, hello. Hello, Linda. I'm going to bring my featherweight with its table and 2 card tables to the living room to do rickrack and binding. Easier than cleaning the sewing room. So you and I are on the same page, Linda. Debbie, hi from Twin Lake, Michigan. Hello. Hello, Cheryl. Thanks, Angela, for all the updated invoices. You are welcome. I do apologize. I know that has to be kind of annoying, so I apologize, but I wanted to get everything on one order for you guys. I would feel so bad if I sent out an invoice to you, you paid it, and then I shipped your order, and then the next day I'm sending you a new invoice. Like, oftentimes it's out of my control. Like that can legit happen where I send you an invoice, you pay for it, I ship the order to you, and seriously, that next day something else shows up that you happen to have reserved. So some of it's out of my control. Like I can't control that. But in this case, I knew that there were a lot of collections that just kind of came at the same time. And so I wanted to try to capture that all for you guys instead of getting some here and some there. I just wanted to try to do it all at once. So now they are all done. Invoices are completely caught up. So until more stuff comes in, and I will give you a heads up. I'm going to try to start giving you guys a heads up of what's coming, like what's in transit to us. So then you can plan on your end too and know what's coming down the pipeline. So I'm going to try to start. I've been doing that a little bit over the last few months, and I'm going to try to continue that. Valeria, hello. Today is your last day in California with baby, so I'm cooking a Brazilian dinner. Ooh, those lucky babies. Have fun your last day and have safe travels home. Darlene, happy Thursday to you. Paris, my sewing stuff is all crazy. I have one kid moving out to college and the other kid changing rooms, and my sewing table and bedroom has become the catch-all. It's a real thing. Her bedroom always seems to become the catch-all. It's never a lovely oasis that I envision it being. Ever since having kids, we have never achieved that. Our table is stacked, so we got TV trays out. Well, that's a good idea. Hello, Kathy from Florida. Hello, Debbie. You and I are a YouTube tag team. Sharon, hello from rainy Alaska. We need it, and I can stay in and stitch. Well, that's a good stitching day. Hello, Brandy. I'm so excited for the Happiness Scrappiness book. I love getting happy mail from Happy Little Stitch Shop. Yay! Okay, so I have some fun information for you guys. For those of you who joined last night for the Be Happy Live, it's funny because we had eaten supper a little bit before we got on the live, and I told you guys this last night, so this will be a repeat for some of you, but we had enchiladas, and my little one was calling everybody to the table. This just cracks me up. She was calling everybody to the table, and she said, "Come on, you guys, it's time to eat. We're having enchiladas." So it wasn't called enchiladas. It was called chiladas. And I said to her, "Are we having chiladas?" And she said, "Yes." And then today, she did another funny thing. She was sitting at the table having lunch, and she was kind of not in the mood to eat what she had. And so I was telling her, you have to eat more. You have to eat more than what you've eaten. You don't have to finish it, but you need to eat more than what you've had. So I was explaining to her, and she said, "But I want," I'm going to show you. She wanted one of these. Do you guys know what this is? I can't see the B. But she wanted one of these, but she called it a finger butter. So she said, "I would like to have a finger butter." And my 2 daughters started laughing. They were like, finger butter. And I looked at my little one and I said, what do you want? And she said, I would like to have a finger butter. Can I have a finger butter? She kept saying it over and over. And I said, do you mean a Butterfinger? And she was like, yes, I would like one of those. So she didn't want to finish her lunch. She just wanted to go straight to the finger butter. She didn't end up getting one today. Poor thing. Because she didn't finish. She just didn't get one. She didn't get one today. But I have one here for her. So she might be able to have one on another day. Cindy says, oh, my stars, that's so funny. She sounds like me when I was learning English. I bet. Love it. Finger butter, says Tammy S. Yeah, it cracked me up. It was very, very funny. Okay, so I do have some information for you and some updates. I don't have as much stuff to show you today as I typically would, but I do have some information and I have some questions for you for some things that people have asked for, and I would like your feedback about it a little bit. I had a hard time with kitchen and chicken. I believe that. Those are tricky. I even struggle with that sometimes, and I've lived here my whole life, Valeria. Sometimes I called this kitchen salad. I did that when I was trying to talk really fast, and sometimes it would come out kitchen instead of chicken, so I get that. I would say I'm going to the chicken to cook. Yes, I get it. Those are tricky words to say. Okay, so to catch you up on all, like, Christmas in July has begun at Happy Little Stitch Shop. We have been hit with just all of the Christmas collections. So Christmas in July is in full swing. It is all Christmas right now in the shop. It's crazy. So I'm going to tell you what has come into the shop. I have done blog posts about some of them. I haven't caught up on all of them, but I've done blog posts about some of them. So be sure you go read about it and check that out. And plus, the nice thing about the blog posts, some of you have asked for a new in the shop section in the shop, like to have a section that is dedicated to new stuff that has just arrived. And so these blog posts is kind of that, because in the blog post, it highlights the new collection that's just arrived, talks about it, gives some information about inspiration that the designer talks about. And then it also has links to all of the stuff that we have in the shop and a link to the complete collection. So it's kind of like having a new in the shop section in the shop, but it's through a blog. So you can read that post and you have links right in there that will take you directly to everything that's in the shop. So be sure that you check out the blog post, like, regularly, like at least once or twice a week. Try to go and check it out. And I always do an Instagram post to let you know this collection is now in the shop. Plus there's a blog post, so go and check it out. So I've always done the blog post already by the time I post it to Instagram. So then that's there for you to go and read if you want to. So the blog, Stacy, if you go to happylittlestitchshop.com and you pull down the menu, those 3 lines, that's not what I want. So if you're at the home page, Kathy B, thank you so much with the flying avocado. That is so cute. Kathy B just gave us a super chat. That is very kind of you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So if you're on the home page and you click the menu, which are these 3 lines right here, if you click on that, the menu will drop down to show you all of the different options. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, the very last one you see says blog. So if you click on that, it'll take you to our happy little blog. And then all of the posts are in there. So I do the Be Happy weekly post. There's just some new collections that have arrived at the shop. Talked about Summer Plan, Farmhouse Star, Granny Square Along, Remix, all of that kind of stuff. So all of the goings on at Happy Little Stitch Shop will be captured in the blog. Okay, so I'm going to go through the collections that have arrived just over the last couple of weeks, and there have been a lot. And thank you so, so much to those of you who have been ordering yardage like crazy. Like, oh my gosh, it's been so nice to see that yardage moving and to be able to have more space in the shop and all of that. So thank you so much for your yardage orders. I really, really appreciate it. I don't, Kathy B. What is that? Stacey says, oh my word, how did I miss that? Thank you. You're welcome. Rhonda, is there somewhere I can see what orders I had reserved? I thought it was Lori Holt's new book and a kit of hers. So you can view on the website, you can view your account and you can look at order history and go through that to see what you've reserved in the past. So you can do that. Valeria, #1 fan. Valeria gave us a super chat. Thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so first of all, you all know I highlighted this one in the newsletter this last week. We received Nantucket Summer by Camille Roskelly, and it's gorgeous. It's been flying out the door. It's super, super pretty. I have the Hideaway quilt kit here, but of course I don't have it at the table. I left it out on the bench, but that collection is gorgeous, and it's going to go very, very fast. So if there are a lot of places that are already sold out, and Moda does not have any more, so we cannot reorder it. So whatever is out there, and that's going to be it. Shops can't reorder more of it. So don't hesitate, don't delay to get Nantucket Summer in your life. In here, let me give you a little sneakity peekity. This is on the blog. This is Nantucket Summer by Camille. It's very, very pretty. So that arrived just over the last couple weeks. Also, what arrived over the last couple weeks is Cheer and Merriment by Fancy That Design House. Oh, Kathy says, a monthly paid thing where they usually give added content and people subscribe for a monthly price. No, I do not have that. Is it worth looking into? Like, I don't know anything about it. I'll have to look into it. I'm going to write it down. Hello, Deborah. Hope you are doing well too. Okay, so next, the other one that has arrived, the complete collection, is Cheer and Merriment by Fancy That Design House. This is the quilt kit that is part of that collection. It's a boxed quilt kit. It's very, very pretty. We also have all the yardage, fat quarter bundles, all that kind of stuff. So these are the collections that you guys have been receiving invoices for like crazy. I don't have Holly Jolly up here, but Holly Jolly, I haven't put it on the blog yet, but it's going to be put on the blog very soon. Holly Jolly is the latest collection by Urban Chicks, and it's so adorable. It's got the same Urban Chicks vibe that all the rest of their collections have, that kind of 1950s vintage vibe. And here is the quilt kit from the collection. It is so darling. Like, look at that plaid. I love plaid. And it's got this plaid border, like gigantic plaid. It's so, so cute. This would be a super easy quilt to put together. Very quick. So invoices have been sent for that, and all the complete collection, including the kit and fat quarter bundles and bundles, are all in the shop for Holly Jolly. That one is very, very cute. We also have the final collection from Bonnie and Camille called Merry Little Christmas. This one is on the blog to read about. This is the boxed kit called Christmas Stroll that's from this collection. It's a boxed kit. It's very, very cute. And we have the complete collection, fat quarter bundles, everything. All the links you need to be able to shop this collection are in the blog post to make it super easy for you. We also have this one. I was so excited that we were, Michelle, I know, I love Rhonda. I love Urban Chicks too. And Michelle says, I can't wait to get Holly Jolly. It is so cute. It is so darling. I also could not wait and was super excited about Pixie Noel 2. This has arrived in the shop. Invoices have been sent. We have the complete collection of yardage. We have the panel, which is an amazing panel from this collection. Just add backing and you've got yourself an adorable quilt. For the panel, I did the calculation for somebody today or yesterday. I can't remember. You'll need 3 yards for backing for that panel. Let me show you the panel because it's so darling. I also had questions from people about the panel asking, they thought it was a quilt kit. They thought it was a quilt that you had to piece together. But this panel is adorable. This is not a quilt kit. This is not a piece together thing. This is an actual panel. So you just get one panel cut. You add 3 yards of backing to the back of this, and you've got yourself a really adorable quilt. So that's the Pixie Noel 2 panel. Again, all of the links for all this stuff is in the blog. The box, there is a box quilt kit that comes with this collection, and it's called Pixieville. That has not arrived yet, which is not surprising. Usually the box kits come a little bit after the collection, so that's nothing new. But this is the Pixieville quilt kit, and this is still available to reserve if you are interested in it. It is not applique, it's all pieced, and it's super, super cute. And as soon as it gets here, we will invoice for that and get it out the door to you. So that's Pixieville, available to be reserved. The link for that is also in the blog post, as long as a link to all the Pixie Noel yardage and Pixie Noel pre-cuts and all that kind of stuff. And then the final collection that we have received is Nicholas, the Cheerful Giver by J. Wecker Frisch. So the vibe for this one is like, this is one of the panels from Nicholas, the Cheerful Giver. I'm going to do a blog post for this one too. I just haven't done it yet. But invoices went out for everything that people reserved for this. We have the complete collection in the shop, along with bundles and pre-cuts and all that kind of stuff. I want to show you some of this yardage because it's very, very cute. That's yardage. It's called postcards or post, I can't remember. But it's so pretty. This collection is just so, so pretty. This one is called Greetings. Another so pretty. This one's in kind of a mint color. It's not, you can't see it very good on there, but it's like a mint green color. It's so, so pretty. So Nicholas, the Cheerful Giver, is in the shop. And then she has stuff, you know, just like snowflakes. Super pretty. And the little trees were super cute for this collection. Let me show you. Look at those little trees. They're so cute. Got like little polka dots on them. Okay, I could seriously show you that all day. So those are the collections. Lots of Christmas collections in the shop right now. Yes, Deborah, I sure did. Cindy says Pixie Noel. Yay. I'm lining the panel with charm squares to make it bigger. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. That would be really cute. Then you could put it on a bed or something. That would be super cute. Okay, so those are all of the Christmas collections that have arrived. Invoices have been sent for all of it. So all the invoicing is up to date. We also got ready the kits for Remix Miniseries 9 and 10, blocks 9 and 10. So invoices went out for all of those last night. So those are ready to ship. Invoices have been sent for those. One of my questions for you guys is exactly what Deborah's talking about. So I have been approached multiple times about offering different monthly clubs. So we do a lot of stitch alongs already. We do a floss league. That's a monthly thing. We have a monthly tabletopper club that people are a part of. I have been asked, you guys asked for the longest time for me to do a floss league, and finally I got on board and I did it, which has been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed it. But you guys have also asked on the cross stitching side for me to offer a cloth league of different cloths, like maybe an Ada league and a linen league of different counts. So that's been something that's been rolling around in my brain for a while. But the other thing you guys had asked about a while ago was to do a fat quarter league each month. And it never really went anywhere. I didn't do anything. Well, then Deborah contacted me via email this morning, I think, and asked, would you ever consider doing a fat quarter monthly thing? And she was asking specifically for Lori Holt's fabrics, like maybe do a smaller fat quarter bundle each month of Lori's fabrics, which is a fabulous idea. So my question to you is, number one, would you be interested in a fat quarter league each month, like a monthly league to be a part of? That's my first question. My second question is, would you like it to be a variety of fabrics, or do you want it to be designer specific, like have a specific Lori Holt fat quarter league, or just a general one? Or what are your thoughts? Is that something you would be interested in, and would you participate in it? Is like, I want to make sure before we jump in and we put the time and effort into doing it, that there's interest there and that people would do it. Not like, yes, I would be interested, but I'm not going to do it. It would be, yes, that's something that I would join, I would be a part of. So then we can kind of get an idea as to if there's interest or not. Sarah D, my cheating quilting habit. Plus it makes them bigger to share with a kid or two. That is so true. You have to have enough space. So Deborah's interested. Kathy B says, yes, a variety. Michelle says, I would be on board for Lori Holt Fat Quarter League. Rather have Lori Holt. That makes sense. Now, kind of in that vein, we have, for a while, for those of you who have been with Happy Little Stitch Shop for a little while, you remember that I used to do Fat Quarter Fridays, which people were really excited about for a while, but I think it was difficult. It only lasted for a day, and so it didn't really make the most sense. So then I kind of stopped doing that because I felt like just having this fat quarter bundle available on a Friday, it doesn't really give people a lot of time to make a decision, decide if they want it, and then they miss out on it. And, it's just a lot. So instead, we had decided, we decided this a while ago because the bundles are all cut up and ready to go. I just need to take a picture of them and get online. We had decided to do a monthly offering. So it's not a club. It's not something you sign up for. We would just offer a fat quarter bundle each month. It kind of goes with the season, is our thought. Ruth P says, yes, Lori Holt's fat quarters. Marcella, I like the idea of a Lori Holt fat quarter league. Brandy says, yes, trying to build my stash. Lori Holt fabric that would match. Lisa, Lori Holt, the best, but quarterly at most. Rhonda, yes, Lori Holt. Sarah D, right now in my life, I would have to pass on fabric. I'm the type who likes to control fabric purchases. So true. Nancy, my stash is so big, I'm trying to sew from it for a while. I was just typing seasonal fat quarters. Yeah. So we did. And we have our 2 fat quarter for July. We decided to offer 2 for Christmas in July and, of course, for patriotic. So we offered 2. Typically, you would probably offer 1. But July felt like being able to offer 2. And this consists of 12 fat quarters. So here's the patriotic one. So it's a mixture. It's not a specific designer. It's not even a specific, it's a mixture of Moda and Riley Blake. It's just putting some fun fabrics together to make a cute bundle. So this is the patriotic one. Again, this isn't online yet, but my hope is to take a picture today and get this listed online for July. Look, it's so cute. I'm gonna some pinwheels, some stripes. It's very cute. And then, hello, Debbie. Yes to Lori Holt. What if you offer up for sale once a month of Lori fabric? Well, that's a good idea. The tricky part about doing that is you never know how many to make. So if there's a lot of interest for like a Lori Holt Fat Quarter Club or League, then I would just have people sign up and reserve a spot in it. And then we know exactly how many to make each month. That makes it easier on us instead of cutting and not having enough for people and then scrambling. I like the idea of curated monthly set. I love how you do classic works. The newest I received hit it out of the park. Oh, yay. I must have more mermaid fin. Wasn't that a pretty one? Some of them, once I get them, I'm like, oh, this is really pretty. That is an awesome set. Thank you, Stacy. You never know. Like when you're picking this stuff out, you just never know. And Joan picked most of the stuff out. She was so nervous. She said, I want you to okay it before I start cutting. So she picked all of it out and then we finalized it. And, but she had a lot of fun picking it out, but it is a little bit nerve wracking because you just don't know if people are going to like it. That's an awesome set. I would rather it come monthly without thinking. Sign me up, says Michelle. So here's our Christmas in July bundle. Again, it's a mixture of Moda and Riley Blake, all different collections. This one is really pretty. I want you to see that. And it's just kind of 12 fat quarters that are Christmassy. Kind of a fun set. So these will be online later today. And we just did a small amount for this first month because we just don't know. We don't know if people are going to be interested in it or not. And so we don't want to spend a lot of time and effort cutting up bundles that might not go, number one. And number two, cutting up bundles that then we just have sitting there. So we just did cut up a few. Stacy says, please tell Joan she did a fabulous job. I will do that. The only quilts I do now are with Lori Fabrics. I get that. That's another beautiful set. Thank you, Stacy. Great idea, says Kathy B. What price range are you trying to stay at? Oh, I can't remember. I haven't sat down and done it yet. So I have to sit down and figure that out. Iman is asking the same question. I have to sit down and figure it out, but it will be on online today. But I have to price it out. And, I like to look around a little bit and make sure that it's a competitive price with what's out there. So I need to do a little bit of research before I put it out there. Angela, you do a great job picking out fabric. Thank you, Brandy. Love the Christmas bundle. Well, again, Joan there was a little bit of tweaking because she wanted me to look it over before she did it, but the majority of that stuff Joan picked out. Put me down for the Christmas bundle. Yay, Iman. So keep an eye. And of course, I will do a blog post about it too with links and to let you know. I'm kind of looking at that blog post not only as a way to keep you guys in the loop as to what's going on. So I really hope that you guys are checking it frequently. Otherwise, I might not post as much if nobody's going to look at it. But not only a place for you to keep up on what's going on in the shop, but also a place to link you to what you want to find. So if I'm posting about it and I'm putting all the links in that post, it's always going to be right there on the blog for you. I'm still going to send stuff in the newsletter, but then sometimes that gets buried in your email. Like I get it. It happens to me all the time. It gets buried in your email. And so then instead of having to go dig and find that, you can just go to the blog and it's going to be there. Do you send notifications when you post on the blog? So the way that I notify people is through Instagram and Facebook. I do a post to say, this is new in the shop. Check out the blog. And usually in my stories, I do a post about what's new in the shop. And then I say, read about it on the blog. So then that's kind of how I've been notifying people. but you can always go there and check. So usually I've been posting for sure once a week, usually two, sometimes usually two. I won't say three. I don't know that maybe one time I've done three. I don't know, but at least once or twice a week. So if you check it out at least once a week, even twice a week, then you'll be catching everything. Brandy says, I really like the blog. Check and read it often. Oh, yeah, it's so good. I see all your guys' comments. So thank you so much, because when you comment, then it kind of what was I saying? I got distracted when it was Patty just sent me a message, and now I really want to see what she's talking about, because that sounds really interesting. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, even if it's just like an emoji or something, at least I can see that people are taking a peek and reading it, so that I know that it's not just out there for nothing. Okay, so those are the bundles. I want to be sure to tell you about those and get your feedback. So I will look into doing some type of Lori Holt Fat Quarter Club. You know, it would be a small bundle, like somewhere between 8 to 12. I don't think it would be any bigger than 12. So I'll look into that and maybe put a reservation out there, especially with Scrappiness is Happiness arriving. I mean, we have the big bundle that is a fabulous companion to Scrappiness is Happiness, our Lori Sew Your Stash bundle. But this would be a way for people to kind of just collect it more slowly over time. So that's a really good idea. And it's perfect timing to go with Scrappiness is Happiness. Kim, I just opened my Weeks Dye Works Lost League, and I love the colors. Yay, I'm so excited to hear that. They were really pretty. Sometimes it doesn't always work out that way, where I'm like, you know, you put them together and you think, that's not quite what I was envisioning. But I think July's ended up being really pretty. Those blues were really rich blues, and I loved them. Oh, I wanted to show you this when I was talking about Nicholas the Cheerful Giver. So this is the collection by J. Wecker Fresh that just arrived. I happen to have this here because I was getting it all online. And I used the storyboard to do that. This is the stocking panel. Here is the Cheerful Giver panel. So it's like a bunch of little postcards. And then this is the stamps yardage. And then this is kind of the main yardage with all of the Christmas posts. These are the stamps yardage in the 3 different colors. Christmas greetings yardage. This is that one that I showed you that I said was kind of a mint green color. Snowflakes, holly, and those cute little trees. This one is letters to Santa, are those 3 up there. And then we have stripes and snow. So this collection is really, oh, and there's more. These are the blenders. This is Nicholas Greetings Blenders, those 3. And then this is 'Twas the Night. So it has 'Twas the Night Before Christmas on there. And Janet's, this collection plays really, really nicely with All About Christmas from last year, which we still have in the shop. So you can mix and mash these 2 collections together, and they would work really nicely together. The colors are very similar, have a similar feel to them. And so Nicholas the Cheerful Giver and All About Christmas, both J. Wecker Fresh, those would work really well together. Rhonda says, yes, they were great. Sarah D. Weeks Dye Works even has the patriotic names. Yes, they do. Barbara, I'd like a monthly option, but maybe not a full monthly commitment for every month, like the Floss League. Like maybe a month is not your style. Well, that makes doing a club tricky, because then you have people who are like, well, I signed up for the club, but I don't want this month's because I don't like it. Well, then we've cut up, however many bundles, and then people start backing out, and then that's when we start having problems. Yes, Stacy, isn't it so pretty? You can always tell what are Janet's collections. They have such a Janet feel to it, and they're so pretty, and it captures all of these vintage pictures, which are so cool. I think they're just so cool. Hello, Janelle. Well, we're about 45 minutes in. Kim, I have liked them all and I'm building up my stash, but the colors this month are especially my style. Patriotic. I'm surprised, Kim. You are a patriotic girl. Okay, then before I get to the big thing for today, you guys had asked how I was coming with my crochet granny squares, because I have not shared them for a while. And I did make, you had asked how many I had done. I did not know. So I just pulled this quick today. And then in my little lunchbox, I have all the ones that I don't have my 5th row on yet. So over the weekend, I was doing some of these at my mom's. So I made this one, which is pretty cute, actually. My mom picked the colors for this one. And then this one, I got inspiration from a pillow that's at my mom's house. And this one, I got inspiration from some china that she has at her house, some Irish china. And then this one, I don't remember. I think this one was just a random one. So I got those done. So I have these that I need to add my 5th row to. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 that I need to add my row to. 50 may have been a generous guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm at 30. Maybe 50 wasn't too bad. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 42. So I have 42. And I have to just, I have so many that have white in them. Like my kids kept picking cloud for all of the ones that they were doing. So 42. I estimated between 40 to 50. So I was right, I guess, with my estimate. I have a long ways to go, but I'm just adding them here and there. They're so much fun to make. Like it really is so relaxing to make these cute little squares. And I told you, I think last week, that we got a bunch of new chunky thread in. Linen and denim have not arrived yet. I have not gotten shipping notification for that yet. Again, they are expected to come sometime this month. So I will be sure to give you guys a heads up when I get shipping notification for that. Oh, I should do colors in my shirt. That's a good idea, Rhonda. Let me see. Aman says, how about seasonal kits or quarterly? That's a good idea. Julie, first time I've ever been able to join a live. Hello, Julie. I love my monthly packages that come from you. Thank you. You are so welcome. Welcome to our live. I'm so glad you could join us. Thank you. Thank you. Janelle, any advice on picking scraps for the new Lori book? It's scary to mix fabric lines. The good thing about Lori's fabrics is you do not have to be scared because her fabric lines all go together, period. You can work across fabric lines and trust that you can't go wrong. Like you really can't go wrong. So all of her stuff plays really nicely together. So I would not even stress about that at all. But she gives some really good information in the book. Have you sat down and you read everything in the book? Because she gives some really good tips about picking stuff and how to go about doing that. Debbie, hello from North Carolina. I'm still on the fence about ordering the Cozy Christmas kit. Would it be difficult for a beginner quilter? So Cozy Christmas is applique. I feel like the applique blocks are big enough that, you're not doing, I don't think there are any shapes that are super tiny. If you've never done applique, it could be, because you are working with different shapes. Even Farmhouse Star, I would say, would be more beginner friendly maybe than Cozy Christmas. But there are only 12 blocks. Most of the shapes are larger, as far as I know. So, kind of on the fence about that. I don't know how to answer that. I'm not just using Lori. Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't have any fabulous advice for you about that. Because it can be tricky playing across fabric lines, but even then, I mean, if you're making a scrappy quilt, I think that it'll all be good. It will all be good. I also wanted to tell you guys, so we're all caught up for right now on stuff that we have received and stuff that you needed to be invoiced for. All the invoices are done. They were all sent out last night. I wanted to give you a heads up. Snow Kissed is next on the docket. It has shipped, so it's in transit to me. So Snow Kissed by Sweetwater Fabric is coming. Right now on the cutting table, Joan has started to cut up, because we're all cut up with all of our cutting. So she started to work on more vintage Christmas kits. So a lot of you are on a waiting list to get a vintage Christmas kit that I said would be available in the new year sometime. And we have gotten caught up. And so that is on the cutting table right now. But we're not rushing with it because there's a lot of other stuff still going on. So we're not like hurrying to get it done by a certain time. And then besides Snow Kissed, the next thing that is going to be coming very soon is Prairie by Lori Holt. So we are ready to start cutting immediately as soon as it gets here. Joan and I are like fired up. We're ready to go. We're going to cut those kits. We're going to get them out the door to you. As soon as it arrives, Vintage Christmas will be set aside and Prairie will be the priority. So that will go on the cutting table. We will get kits cut up. We will get invoices sent and get that into your hands as soon as possible. So Prairie will be arriving this month. It will be arriving this month. And we're going to need, once it arrives, we're going to need time to cut. And I haven't gotten complete shipment notification yet. So it's not in transit to me yet. So I would expect for sure you will get invoices this month. Probably the last week of the month. So I'm hoping our goal, if things arrive in the time frame that I think they're supposed to arrive, if all of that holds true, then I'm hoping to be able to get invoices out to you the week of the 25th. So that's a heads up for you guys in preparation for Prairie coming. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. Julie says, Lori really is amazing. Knowing her and seeing how her system works really makes it easy to piece anything. Glad the book is out and I was able to help out with it on the piecing and the quilting. That is so awesome, Julie. That is so, so awesome. Oh my gosh, I have the book right here. Julie Stubbs, your name is in the book. Look at that. So I have the book right here. This was the big grand finale that I was going to go through. Hello, Julie. Judy, I did Vintage Christmas. That one was so fun. I just need to get that one on the long arm. I know my Vintage Christmas is still back here. I need to add that border. Can't wait for Prairie. I'm sure that is the other one I reserved. I'm so excited for Prairie. That is going to be a really fun fall sew along. It's going to be so fun. I just cannot wait. Okay, so speaking of sew alongs, last night we got together for Be Happy, and I want to share our blocks for this week. First of all, I'm still working on Farmhouse Star. Here's a cute little star for Farmhouse Star. I'm working on my 4-inch ones. I finished all my circle stars. And now I'm working on all of the little 4-inch stars. I have 4 of them done, and I'm going to try to get the next set of 4 ready to go. I also, this is for Be Happy. This is what we are working on this week. We're working on the cute flag from Be Happy. This is what I did last night during our Be Happy Live. So it's not, the embroidery is not on here. It's not quite finished, and it's not appliqued down, but it's ready for all of that stuff. I just got that done last night. And then this adorable mason jar block. Look at that. And look at all of the detail on it. It is so darn cute. So cute. So those are what the blocks that we're working on for Be Happy. Next week is going to be, we're really going to be happy with, we're working on the truck and the trailer. It's going to be so much fun. Iman, do you have me down for the Lori Hope Club when it's the first monthly meeting? I don't know for sure if I have you down. I would have to look. I would have to look at my list to be sure. You guys can expect for year 2 of Lori Holt, which kicked off on July 1st, you can expect a newsletter to come to you in your email within the next 6 days. It will be sent to you before next Wednesday. I know that for sure. So within the next 6 days, that email will come to you, and it will lay out everything you need to know for this first month, including just general club information, product of the month, member of the month, club meeting, and a link to the club meeting, because all of our club meetings are private. So the only way that you can get into it is using the special link that I give you. You can't come to my YouTube channel and just find it. So they're private for club members only. So please don't share the link. But I include that link in that newsletter, so then you can get on. So there will be lots of information. I have a few things to get my ducks in a row behind the scenes here to kind of get the club ready to run smoothly. So I'm going to try to work on that over these next few days, and then get that newsletter together and get it out in the email to you guys. As adorable, says Lori. Kathy B says, those are too cute. Hello, Colleen. Grandkids visiting. So busy over here. We'll have fun with those kiddos. Sharon says, very cute blocks. Thank you so much. And then the final thing that I have to share with you guys today is Scrappiness is Happiness has arrived at Happy Little Stitch Shop. I did a little reel on our Instagram of us opening the boxes. I was so excited to see those boxes arrived. And at first I was like, what are those? What are they? I don't know what they are, because I didn't get shipment notification for it. They said that they were sending them to me. And I had actually emailed my person there yesterday morning. And I said, I haven't gotten a shipment notification. Like, where are these books? I was kind of freaking out. Like, did I get pushed back into the second wave of books, which I shouldn't have? And so I was like, no. And she emailed me today and said, oh, they were shipped. Here's the tracking number. I said, they arrived yesterday. All is right with the world again. So I was so excited. I didn't know what they were. And when I opened the first box, I was like, oh, it's here. It arrived. So this is Lori's latest book called Scrappiness is Happiness. There's 32 pieced quilts in here for you to make. There's so many that are on my list. She gives really good information in here, really good tips and tricks, just a plethora of info for you to soak up. So it's definitely another fabulous Lori book, similar to Vintage Christmas and Vintage Farm Girl and Vintage Farm Girl 2. It has very much that same feel to it. And there are so many pretty quilts in here. So many. Lori has told me you start at the beginning and you work your way through all 32. At first I thought she was joking, but she was not joking. She was serious. And then once I realized she was serious, I was like, well, maybe I could do that. Maybe I could just do that. Like, why not? I don't know. But there's so many in here that totally speak to me. And so many of them, it's just one block that you make over and over. So it would be really easy to do that in a leisurely way. And before you know it, you've got a quilt. So, so cool. The one on the cover. Can't wait to get mine. Hello, Sharon. Leanne, thank you so much. We got a super chat from Leanne. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That is so generous of you. And I really, really appreciate it. Yeah, this one, Colleen, I love it too. It has a very Irish chain feel to it. And so I'm loving it. And I've never done an Irish chain quilt. She doesn't call it an Irish chain. What's it called in here? But that is one of the very first ones that caught my eye that I would love to make. I don't know. I'm not going to find it. Oh, there it is. Spare squares. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Spare squares. I want to see how big those pieces are. Oh my gosh. It's so cute. There are so many in this book that I really, really like. So I think that we should pick one out to try to do together. To try to get together as a community. I think it would be really fun and motivating to have a group of people doing it together. So I think we should pick something out to start with and try to just work some into our stitch along or quilt along schedule. That's what I think. I don't know. What do you guys think? Cindy says that Masquerade Halloween kit has not arrived yet, has it? It has not. But Cindy, let me tell you, because I believe I just got... I believe I got an email. Well, it's not that one. Where's the latest one? With some information about quilt kits. All right, it's not going to pop up for me right now, so I'm going to have to search for that. But I feel like the majority of what was delayed is supposed to be here in July or August. But no, it's not here yet. I have not gotten shipment notification for it yet, but it is coming, I would say, sometime over the next month or two. Rhonda says, I have all of Lori's books prior to this one. Tammy Blaylock, hello. I know. I can't wait to get these out to you guys. Rhonda, love to do one together, like the one on the cover. That would be fun. There's so many in here. I agree. What with all the scraps we accumulate, right? It would be great to just do like a scrap buster and feel happy about it, like instead of just accumulating more and more and more. It'd be great to just put something together with what you have. And love that idea. The flag one is a great one to piece. The flag one. Oh, I did see that one yesterday when I was looking through this. Of course, I had to look through it right away. I couldn't wait. I can't remember where it is. I think she posted a picture on Instagram, or maybe that was a different flag one. But the flag one was, oh, here it is. Let's see if there's a picture that I can share with you. Hold on. The flag one. So pretty. It's called Patch. Oh. Well, that one's called Patchwork Star Block, which is what the stars use. And then just strips, I think, for the rest. Patchwork Flag Quilt. There you go. That's what it's called in your book when you get it. Patchwork Flag Quilt. It's fabulous. This book is going to be amazing. Michelle, I think that's a great idea. I want to do the one on the front. I love it. I love it too. I would totally do this for a bed quilt. Like I would love to make it. I don't know what the size is on it, but I would love to just make it bigger. And then it'd be super easy to do that because it's just adding more blocks. So that one would be really easy to turn into a bed quilt, and I think it would look fabulous on a bed. Iman, looking to get an Nantucket quilt kit. How much fabric do you think I need for an extra border? I would have to do some calculations for that. And how big do you want the border? So if you could send me an email, Iman, then I can plug it in my handy dandy calculator. But tell me how big you want the border to be. Do you want a really big border, like a 5-inch or border, or do you want a 2-inch border or 3-inch border? Tell me how big you want the border to be, and then I can calculate how much yardage you need to make that happen. And I can email you back. Donna says, I love your videos. Enjoy all your tips and new products. Thank you, Donna. The pine tree quilt was inspired by Lori when her green was so full. I bet. That is a cute one to use up your green scraps. That one was another cute one. Let me see if I can show it. I mean, the sewing machines, you guys, you're just gonna love. That's the one that Julie's talking about, the pine tree one. So cute. So cute. Brandy, do you cut up your fat quarters into different size squares to organize like Lori, or you just use scrap pieces to organize in the baskets? I just use scrap pieces. So if it's a fat quarter for me, and I think Lori has said this before, but she has a whole YouTube video. So if you go and search for, first of all, she talks about some of it in here. So you'll get help in here from it in the book. But she also has a YouTube video. If you search for Lori Holt Scrappy Stash or Scrappy Organization, she goes through exactly what she does. And I used that video to start my Scrappy Stash. So it's really, really helpful. She even tells you the exact bins she uses and what she labels them and all of that. Plus it's laid out. I think it's laid out in one of her Farm Girl vintage books that she has like a whole Scrappy organization. But if it's fat quarter or bigger, oh, there's my binding. I could not remember where I put my chicken salad binding. I'll leave that out. If it's a fat quarter or bigger, I usually leave it just in case I need bigger cuts for anything. But if it's smaller than a fat quarter, then I will usually cut it down and put it in the appropriate bin. Ingrid, hi, I just ordered that book from you today. Yay. I saw your order come through, Ingrid. I did. You are welcome, Aman. I agree with Donna. Thank you, Angela. You are welcome, Brandy. That flag is wowza, says Stacy. It's so pretty. Judy, thanks for keeping me company while I was long arming. I made progress, not much left to do, but now I need to leave and go eat birthday cake. Have a good day. You too, Judy. Cindy, thank you. It looks so cute. Robin, that pumpkin patch, that one is also on my list. So I would say for me, this front cover one is huge for me. That pumpkin one was also very big for me. Like that fell into my category right away. And then the other one, the Granny Star quilt, that also speaks to me. But the other one that really I kind of love, oh, here it is. She posted a picture about this. It's this one. It's called Checkerboard Star Quilt. And I love this quilt. Like, look, it is so happy. I love the sashing between it. It's just fabulous. So this is for sure on my list. So I would say there are so many. Like, I'm just going to end up making all 32. I'm just going to do it. It's just going to happen. But the front one, the pumpkin one, and that checkerboard one, I'd have to look through it again. Those could be my top 3. I'm not positive. I'm not committing to that because there are so many. I mean, they're just all fabulous. It's just all fabulous. Kim, I love the idea of doing a scrap buster quilt together. I try to donate my scrap quilts to your NICU drive. Yay! The applesauce quilt was so cute. Yes, it was. Grandma's Donuts is my favorite. I want to make the cover quilt with my cozy Christmas scraps and white sparkle. Amy, that is a fabulous idea. Oh my gosh, that would be so cute. So cute. Okay, so we've got some plans to make around scrappiness is happiness. And I'm not kidding. I'm not just saying that. I'm really, really serious. Like maybe we need to do a poll on our Facebook group and figure out what one gets the most votes to start with. Or we can do as Lori suggested and just start with number 1 and work our way through number 32. I mean, imagine how that would feel to get to number 32, finish it out, and be like, I just made all 32 quilts in that book. I don't know. But I feel like there's so many possibilities here. And I would really, really love to do it together as a community. I feel like, you know, a community that sews together stays together. That's what I think. So let's think about that. I might put a poll out there and see what people want to do. There might be multiple polls, so bear with me. But that's all I have for you today. I feel like I've been rambling the last 10 minutes, so I need to zip it and I need to let you guys go. But thank you so much for joining me today. I also want to tell you that next week, there will not be a quilting live. I have some plans with my daughter. And so I told her that I would take a day to have some time with her. So there will not be a quilting live next week, which I apologize for that because you guys know that I do not like to miss our lives that we have together. So next week we will have a floss tube on Monday, and that will be it likely for next week. But then the following week, we will be back to Monday and Thursday like normal. So this is just, there's family obligation that I have on Thursday, and I won't be able to be here with you on Thursday. So I will miss you, but I will see you on Monday and we can chat about cross stitch at that time. That would feel awesome. I hope we will do it. Really, Marsha? That would be so fun. I think most of you would probably think I'm off my rocker if we work our way 1 through 32. Just got the book yesterday. It's amazing. Awesome. So thank you guys so much. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you on Monday. Please have a fabulous weekend, everybody, and keep an eye out for some polls so we can do some planning, especially into the fall. If I could throw one of these into my quilting plans for the fall, that would be fabulous. So have a great, great weekend, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. Happy stitching, everyone. Take care.